Welcome back to my channel. In this video I'm going to cut native trouser. You can call it shokoto. To start to cut, the length I'm going to use for this shokoto is, before I start, if you have not washed the top of this trouser, I've already sewed the top of it, which I use embroidery on. Please go and check it out. I've already uploaded it. The length I'm going to use for this trouser is 37 inches. The length, the thigh is 26 inches, is 15 inches. That is the bottom, 15 inches. This shokoto or native trouser, I'm going to add rope on the waist. So like I said, the full length is 37 inches. I'm only going to add half inch, which I'm going to sew the band on where the rope is going to pass through. I place my tape here. I leave half inch here. Then from here down here is 37 inches. I add 2 inches to hem. This is the bottom. The full length of this native trouser shokoto is 37 inches. Thigh is 26 inches. Bottom here is 15 inches. Place my tape here, leaving half inch. Down here is 37 inches. From here to here is 37 inches. So I add 2 inches to hem the bottom. So placing my tape up here, that is the waist area, still leaving half inch to sew. I measure crotch 9 inches. The thigh is 26 inches divided by 2 will give me 13 inches. I'm going to add 1 inch to sew. So bottom here is 15 inches. 15 divided by 2 will give me 7.5 inches plus 1 inch to sew. Just like this. I'm going to measure the waist 38 inches. 38 inches divided by plus 1 inch to sew. Then I mark the crotch line. Just like this. So I'm going to cut. Like this. This is the front. I'm going to cut the back. I'm going to place the front on top the back. Place the front on top the back. Lap is 26 inches. Divide by 2. So from here, from this end of crotch, I'm going to measure 2 inches. This is my 2 inches. This is the back, this is the front. The front and the back, they are not the same measurement. From here to here is 2 inches. Bottom here is 15 inches. Divided by 2 will give me 7.5. Then I'm going to add 1 inch here. This is the front. I'm measuring the back, so I'm adding some allowance. Coming to this place is 2 inches. Like this. So I'm still going to add 2 inches waist, 2 inches. Like this. I'm going to curve the crotch line. Like this. So for the back, the side here, I'm going to measure the back and the front the same measurement, but from the cross line here, I'm going to mark like this. Like this. So I'm going to cut. So I'm going to trim the back. I'm going to cut the band. This is the band. Measure 5.5 inches here. I'm going to cut the pockets. This is the pockets. From here down here is 13 inches. So from here down here 7.5 inches. I'm going to sew here. This place is going to open. Like this. From here down here 7.5 inches. So I'm going to sew here. This place is going to open to place hand inside here. So I'm going to start to sew. Before I start to sew, I'm going to mark for the pockets. 1/2 inch. Remember, I leave 1/2 inch here. I'm still going to place it here because I'm going to sew pocket there. So from here down here, I measure 7 inches. From here to where I leave 1/2 inch, let me mark the 1/2 inch. Yeah. From here where I mark down here 7 inches. So I'm going to notch. That is for only the front. I'm going to sew the pocket on like this. So after sewing the pocket here, this is for the two sides. I will show you when I finish. First, let me go and sew the pocket. This is the back cross line. This is the back. So I'm going to sew and sew the pocket. I'm done sewing and the two pockets. So I'm going to sew the pocket on the front. This is the front. This is the back. I also finished sewing the front cross line. The back and the front. So the pocket, remember I leave 1/2 inch here and measure from that 1/2 inch down here 7 inches. So together here is 7.5 inches, just like here is also 7.5 inches, the pocket. So I'm going to face the pocket. The pocket is going to stay like this on the back. So this is how I'm going to sew the pocket on it. I open and then bring like this and place and sew. After sewing, it will now come like this and like this. Go and sew and show you how it will look like after sewing. I'm done sewing. I'm sewing the two sides. So this is how the first sewing and the second sewing. So after I finish sewing like this, I bring it back. So you leave about 1/2 inch to sew later with the back. So after sewing, I'm going to top stitch just like this one. I'm going to this place. I'm going to top stitch, not with this one. This is what I'm talking about. So this is the one I top stitch. So this is the one I'm going to sew with the back all through. So after doing that, I pin like this. After finish sewing, so you can see this place is out. This is the front pocket. So I'm going to trim this side. I'm done sewing this side. I will do the same to this place. So first I'm going to top stitch here. After top stitching, I will trim the remaining one out like this. Then I will come and show you how to join the two sides, the back and the front. Finish with the other pocket. So this is the pocket. This is how it will look like. Like this. The back I'm going to place on top. I'm going to sew on top this line down. This is the extra one that comes out from the pocket. This one. This is the extra one. So I'll place on top. This is the back. This is the front. I'll place on top like this. And sew all the way down. I'm going to sew from here down. I will do the same to the other side. After doing that, I will iron the bottom before I sew. I'm going to go and finish sewing this. I'm done sewing the two sides, and I use the same material to cover up the rough edge both sides. I'm going to iron the bottom, and after doing that, I will sew. After I finish sewing, then I will now join this part here before sewing the band on it. Finish ironing, I'm going to sew the two sides. I'm done sewing. I'm going to join here. So I'm going to sew like this. I'm going to sew from here to this side. After doing that, I will now sew the band on the waist. I will start from the front, then I will sew around the waist. So after doing that, I will show you the next thing to do. After sewing the band around, having the band on the waist, this is where I'm going to sew to the waist. I sew 1 inch here. Now I'm going to use 1/2 inch to sew. Then I leave 1/2 inch open here. Then I sew all the way. This is the waist. So after sewing this, the 1/2 inch I leave this. I'll fold it like this. So this is the 1/2 inch. So you see the way I sew it. So I'm going to finish the sewing now. I'm going to sew. Then after sewing, I will now fold about 1.5 inch or 2 inches here. So after sewing, I will show you. It will look like this. So this is where the rope is going to come out from. So from here, I sew 1 inch. I leave 1/2 inch here. After leaving 1.5 inch here, then I sew everything from here. So I'm going to sew the rest now. The place to bring out the rope is here. Then finish sewing and add the rope on the waist. Then I will show you how I'm going to iron this side. This is the rope for the waist. The rope, so I'm going to sew. I'm going to sew like this. I'm going to sew all the way. I'm going to first join the two together like this. So this is the rope. I'm going to sew this place together so it doesn't fall inside. So this is it. I'm going to iron just like here. I'm going to iron this side. With water, just add it like this. So this is it, guys. This is the back, this is the front. So as you can see, the 1.5 inch. So this is it. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please share this video. If you are new, please subscribe and remember the notification bell. In that way, you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you all in my next video. Bye.